Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And I am back doing Facebook Lives about all things Unstoppable Woman. So the last uh, long weekend, Friday through Monday, I was in Vermont with my mastermind group, The Spirit of Wealth. I, I, uh, this is my mastermind group that I've pulled together for 2018. We'll be doing it in 2019 as well. And I took these women to beautiful Stowe, Vermont, and we had an amazing time. And they showed up in such a crazy, beautiful, powerful way, digging in deep to so many things so that they can manifest in their lives what they want. And part of what we talked about this past weekend was the manifestation process and really breaking that down. And it's one of the things that I'm going to be doing in December at the Unstoppable Woman Summit. If you're interested, there's a link in the description of this Facebook Live. So many people have already registered. I'm super excited to be teaching this stuff and to be going into it more deeply over 3 days with the folks who are coming to the summit. But in any case, one of the steps in the manifestation process that we talked about that I shared with the women this past weekend was on being open. So just like a faucet is opened or closed, or you can feel open or closed in yourself, in your body, in yourself, in your whole energy, you need to recognize this for yourself when you are in creation mode, when you're trying to achieve something, have something, be something in your life that you want. There's many steps to the manifestation process that I will be teaching in excruciatingly beautiful detail at the summit, but one of them is, and this is just high level here, this idea of being open. And it's part of, like, we have action energy, but we also need to have receiving energy and being open. And there are so many things that cause people to constrict. I was talking to a client today about like timelines constricting her and getting really tight, and that cuts off the flow to you. So how can you stay open? How can you stay surrendered to the process without losing your ambition or your ability to take action? Because so often when we want something, we go into drive mode, and that's sometimes useful. Let's not kid ourselves. You know, that the ability to take action is super essential in this world. We can't just like stare at our navels and hope that everything just lands in our lap and comes to us. However, if we're only in drive mode, then we are not allowing or being open to receiving. So how do we surrender, if you will, to the receiving of what we want as well? And this is where really managing your state and your energy is so important. So like I mentioned a few moments ago, and if this makes sense to you, give me a like or a heart or something. Like, can you feel in your body when you are tight and constrained and pushing things away? Like, this often happens for people around time deadlines. They get stressed about it, or if they think they aren't going to be able to achieve something, they get that fear of disappointment or fear of failure, and they shut down. They constrain. Can you feel that in your body? Note that, because that kinesthetic knowledge is giving you a ton of information. And instead of feeling that, instead of denying your goals or denying what you want to go for, because you don't want to be disappointed and it's causing you to constrict, see if you can stay open as you go for your goals. So this is an integration of male and female energies. Okay, so the female energy is that receiving energy, that surrender, that openness to the delight of life, like really being in that letting it come to you, receiving, being a soft place for things to land. And the male energy is that like taking action, going for it, really expressing yourself out in the world, doing stuff. Can you hold both? Okay, can you be open and be in action? This is so critical. And so often people are in one or the other. They're unwilling to take the action because they feel like they're going to be in disappointment. They don't know how. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to fail. All these things, which if you look at any entrepreneur, if you talk to any super successful person, they will tell you that they've made more mistakes, they've had more failures, they've landed flat on their face more times than they've been successful. But it only takes a few times to be successful, to have a win, to be utterly successful. So you can't stop, you can't be constrained by that. Okay, so you have to go for it and be open to what comes to you, which could be that mistake. Okay, but you can't constrain yourself. You can't constrict yourself in fear, doubt, worry. You have to go for it and be open to what comes. And this is really this integration of male and female energies, which is part of the creation process. Okay, that sort of creative energy is sexual energy, is male, female coming together. And you have to learn how to access that and utilize it when you're going for more and trying to be unstoppable in your life and your business. So let me know if you have questions about this. Let me know if you want to learn more about this. The step that I'm teaching you about today is, well, it's actually two steps because I kind of morphed my teaching. I wanted to talk to you, and I did, about staying open, staying in receiving mode, staying in that sort of surrendered to life, what life has to offer you, okay? And also being in the sort of action mode. You can't create without both. You actually really need both. And that is this creative energy or sexual energy, okay? The male and female energies coming together. And a Facebook Live that I did a little while ago, I said, it was a week or two ago, like, are you ready to take a bite out of life? And that is like real action oriented, let's go for it energy. And we want that, but we also want that sort of sweet surrender energy. Like, yes, it's all coming to me because I have done the action and now I am in receiving mode. And actually, we want to be those two things together, okay? And that's super, super important. You want to be in action and surrendering and receiving at the same time. And that is an art. And I would love to teach you that. So if you're interested, come to the retreat, come to the Unstoppable Woman Summit. I am going to go into this in so much detail and give you some exercises to practice it so you can really hone in on this information and make it your own. So check out the link that I've shared and come to the summit. Feel free to ping me with any questions. I'm here to answer questions on the teaching and also on the summit. So have an awesome day. Rock it out. Be unstoppable. Take care. Bye.